All right, so can you guys see my screen now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so let's start with your concerns first. So anyone who has a question so far or clarification regarding with the title proposal with your with your project that is already approved. So anyone? So all of the groups are already approved. So most of you have already started last week, and then there is this one group who just started yesterday. So anyone who has a question or clarification so far? Okay, so I'll just show to you guys the for the group one. Here is their proposal. So it's called calorie deficit application. So yeah, it's like monitoring what you eat and the food that you will consume, something like that. Okay. And then for the group two, we propose the project software. It's called a software application as food expiration reminder. So there's actually a lot of applications similar with this one, but yeah, you can just recreate and then I've just asked them to add more features that will be usefully related to their goal or objective. So yeah, this one is already approved, but I need more features okay, for this group. So if, are you guys here? Agustin, Garcia, Tombok, Demayo, and then Dayag. Ito po, Joshua
Yes,
Dayags.
sir.
Dayags pa to. Joshua Dayag pa dapat, diba? Okay, so please read my comment. Okay, so I uh, need more features. Okay, so just message me and then actually you can update this one if you want. I will open this one for you guys so that you can update the features and then scope and the limitation of their project. Okay, for the group three, so this one is already approved. So approved this their project or their proposal is automated light control system for private rooms. Well, there's already a lot of projects similar with this one, but then again, here's my comment. So it's not clear, for the scope and the limitation. So they didn't include the scope if it's via smartphone or via desktop application or a standalone device that can control or navigate through your automated light control system. So please indicate that also to for the group members. Basera, Colawewag, Baldon, we have two Ramos right here. So Ray Vincent and then Ryan Roger. Okay. And what did I say right here? So I recommended to them that you can just use prototyping method instead of implementing this one in actual bulb because it's it will be expensive of course. So they can just use LED and then of course a microcontroller and then a breadboard. So it's literally a prototype only. Okay. Then I recommended to you that just implement that on smartphone. So it should be an Android application so that it's more convenient, to use if you're going to automate your appliances, especially the lights. You don't want to go to your PC or laptop anymore, just control your lights. So I think it would be better if it's via smartphone or an Android application. Okay. So any member from group 3? So guess none. So no one attended for the group 3 today. So anyway, so I hope they will watch the recorded Zoom meeting later on because I need the update okay, regarding with their proposal. For the group 4, So their proposal is skill test for student programmers. So this one is actually one of the proposal of my previous students before. So I just don't know who are the members of this group yet, since I haven't checked who are the members of group 4. But I think there's one or two or three the same member, okay, that proposed this one last year also. Well, I just told them that, so this is already approved, but I said here that why are you limiting the website to those who are only programmers? Okay, what if someone wants to test their skill also in programming, even they're not programmers? Okay, so remove that limitation on your project. So this one is actually a good proposal, though it's uh, quite difficult to do, since of course you have to do a lot of uh, a survey. So what is the appropriate question for, let's say, easy, intermediate, and then let's say expert programmer? So you should have those kind of categories. Okay, that's actually what I need them to do with this project. That's still less. And I told them here that they should give me more details of their project. Okay. So anyone from group 4, since their names are not here, so I told them to indicate the names of the uh, you know of that group, but there is no group names or the name of each member. So anyone from group 4? Meron ba? Hello, hello. Anyone from group 4?
Sir, meron po.
Group 4, group 4. Alburo,
Sir,
diyan ka pala, di ka nagsasalita. Sketer,
babalik ko lang po.
Aral, and then Ginoran. Grace, so you are also here. So please read my comment. Okay, and then what are the other features of your project? Sinasabi nyo lang dito, to enhance the or to test and enhance the capability of that person, or that programmer. And then you mentioned here that cannot be accessed offline, so it's okay. But what is this? So it's CSS. So this is a website. Okay. So yun na lang siguro yung missing. I think I need a feature wherein there is a category for, let's
Okay
see,
po.
completely beginner. Okay. And we have intermediate, and then the expert programmer. Okay. So are we clear with the scope of your project?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So just that for now, and then I as much as possible, I give me an update to your project from time to time. Like for example, sir, we are already done with the let's say ano ba? Let's say homepage, okay, or registration page, or the login page. So let's just say that the basics for now. Okay, no major features. So update me from time to time so that I know that you are, you have progress, okay, or you're doing at least 10%, 20% of your project already. Okay, because if you still haven't started anything yet, then you must hurry now, since we now only have like 2 months, exactly 2 months from now. Well, actually less than 2 months, since our last day will be on April 4th. Not sure, April 4 or April 8 or 9. I don't know. I'm not sure. but your final exam will be on April 5. Okay, so I think the last day of this stream is April 9, I guess, until Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4, or until, yeah, maybe until April. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for now for the group 4. For the group 5, so their proposal is add an assistance service application or ESAP. It's actually a nice name, a nice abbreviation from their title. So this is one recommended title. So from the long name of your project, so we can come up with the abbreviation of your project. So this is a good thing if you're going to implement this one in actual say Play Store or in actual application. So it's easier to remember. Okay, the name of your project. Anyway, so this one is like an errand service wherein the widen the services like what's that. So instead of buying groceries and then yeah, delivering some foods, they've added like some chores like gardening, house cleaning, dog walking, milk pickup, and many more. So that is maybe their edge to the other existing apps, since their first proposal was actually super similar with the existing application. So this is their revised proposal wherein they've added more uh, errands that errand boy will do. Okay, so yeah, looking forward to this project. So far, okay naman na to. Na naman ang comment. So do we have here Mr. Kabuwag, Garcia, Suela, and then Paklaw na. Suela.
As well as sir.
Okay. So again, as soon as possible, give me some update of your project, okay? Since 2 months na lang yung natitira yung araw para tapusin yung project. Okay. So tell to your group mates also. And for the last group, their title proposal is, what's that? Fundamental learning. Ano ba yun? I think this one is map, right? Na-update ba nila? My apologies. So, they propose a lot of project. Okay, but I've only approved one. Of course, I will only approve one. So, well, pwede kong i-approve lahat. I-approve ko lahat pero madami kang gagawin. Okay, so one that I approve is this UC campus map. So we are going to create a map, okay, of UC. Okay, so looking forward to their project since wala pa nga naman tayong application that can navigate through UC. So we only have maps on the sidewalks. Meron naman tayong map dun sa loob ng school, but we don't have this UC campus map application. Okay. Ano pa ba ang sinabi ko dito? So create a detailed and easy to use or follow map of UC campus. So as much as possible, this one should be user friendly. Okay, like you don't need to parang dapat isang tingin mo pa lang, in this one glimpse of an eye, you'll already know where is this one, where you are right now, and then paano ba? Basta madali siyang intindihin. Yung siguro yung keyword. It's super user friendly. Okay, it's not that difficult to understand your interface. It's not hard to navigate. Okay, it's not hard to understand for the user, something like that. So that will be your winning point. Okay, in terms of this UC Campus Map. Okay, since I think madali lang siyang gawin, pictures and then layoutings. It's like popping out a picture, and then if you can improve your project by by uh, adding a real time location of the person. So parang ganun, para habang naglalakad ka, naglalakad din yung location mo dun sa application. So it's not just a picture. Okay. But let's see. Okay, so if you have a good interface and really super detailed map, then that's already good since you were already uh, covered the purpose and then the scope of your project. Anyway, so do we have kabuntakan here? Kabuntakan, Dulay. Bradley Dulay. Wala yata to, mga umattend lang tapos umalis na rin sa harapan. So sumagot sa chat. Anyway, so what about Zosimo? Tanikala?
Present, sir.
And then Zambrano. So there's three of you guys right now who are present under group 6. So again, you guys did great since you already gave me an update to your project. You actually, you already gave me a draft or sample interface of your project. So just show to me the actual later on as much as possible. Make it ano ba, beautiful. First, it should be beautiful and then easy to follow. So yun lang naman. That's my only recommendation for your project. Okay. So again, if there is an update, just update me from time to time. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So as much as possible, we should have the communication. So I can recommend some, and then I can maybe advise you to remove some if ever there is a necessary thing on your application or your project. Anyway, that's already it for the proposals from group 1 to group 6. Next one is the chapter 1 and chapter 2 documentation. So you guys or most of you are already done with the front page. So again, just fill out whatever you have right now. Okay, so that is not your final front page because you will update that one from time to time, especially if you're going to compile everything from chapter 1 to chapter 4, and then that will be actually your final exam plus the complete and working project first. Okay, so documentation and then the working project, right? So that would be your final requirement for this course. Anyway, so for the chapter 1 and chapter 2, so I think there is no instruction right there. Anyway, for the chapter 1 and 2, you guys already know what to do. So we have here the sample or the pre-made template. So just follow everything and then just watch our video where I discuss the chapter 1 and 2. So once you're done with the chapter 1, 2, then you can just submit them here. Okay, so the due dates will be on March 1. So you guys have 4 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now. Okay, and then the study number 2 is also will be due on March 1. Okay, so yeah, those are the only things that I've added right now. And for your midterm exam, so I've already published this one. So you have 1 week from now to finish this. PowerPoint presentation, and then the video presentation. So this will not be a live presentation. This will be a pre-made video presentation of yours, okay, of your group. Okay, so let's say there's 5 members, right? So just divide the workload wherein this one will do the introductory message. This one will do the this part for the title proposal. Let's say that person will discuss the title page, the abstract, and then the introduction, and then the next person will discuss the background, description of proposed research, etc., etc., and then the next one will discuss this one description of relevant institutional resources, and probably the last guy will just mention the list of references or badges. So that completely depends to you guys, as long as all of you were able to speak, okay, on that video presentation. Okay, so this one is actually similar with the thesis, wherein you are going to discuss uh, your, of course, your proposal, and then your chapter 1 and 2. Okay, and then once you were able to defend that one, and then once the panel members give you a say thumbs up that your project is okay, your project is already approved, then that's the only time that you can start with the chapter 3 and 4. Okay, so just do take note that in chapter 1 and 2, you haven't created anything yet. Okay, just make that one a present tense, like you're still going to use that methodology. You're still going to do that objectives or goals of yours. So just make everything present tense. Okay, and the only time that you will make that one as a past tense, okay, is once you're done with the chapter 3 and 4, meaning you are already done with the project. Okay, so in here you've used maybe this methodology, and then we have some recommendation for the future researcher, etc., etc. Okay, but don't mind that one for now for the chapter 3 and 4. The one thing that you need to finish for now is, of course, the chapter 1 and 2, which will be due on March 1. Okay, anyway, so for the PowerPoint, so let me edit this one. So this PowerPoint is the one that you're going to use to discuss the following. The title of your project, followed by what is the purpose or rationale of your project. What else? So we could say that purpose or goals are quite similar, but when we see goals or objective, these are the, where is that part? Let's go over with that specific chapter. Okay. Here, this is what I mean by objectives of the study, or goals or objectives of the study. So this one is like the background. Let me change this one to background of your project or rationale of your project, and then followed by the objectives of the study. What else? Definition of terms, we don't need to discuss that one. Followed by the scope and the limitation of your project. Lastly will be your conclusion. Ganun. pala eh. So I need this 5 on your PowerPoint. All right. So yeah, that's it for the PowerPoint, and this is the 50 points exam. And the other half is the video wherein discussing the title, the background, objectives, and scope and the limitation, and then the conclusion of your project. So yeah, are we clear so far with your PowerPoint presentation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So one last thing is the video presentation. So we have here the criteria. So we have the content. Okay, if it's excellent, then you can get a score from 12 to 20. If it's just accomplished, then 7 to 12. If it's poor, then 0 to 7 points. So we have this criteria on your video presentation. So of course, organization or if it's presented in a logical, interesting sequence, if you have a understandable flow of explaining things, then you will get exemplary or accomplished maybe if it's not that good, or poor if it's you're not doing great in that presentation. Okay, and then execution, this is clear voice and correct precise pronunciation of terms, so you get 7 to 10 points for that. Or if the voice is just clear and pronounces most word correctly, then you get 3 to 7 points. And if you mumbles or you stutter, then or incorrectly pronounce terms and speaks too quietly, then you'll get 0 to 3 points. Okay, so it's a total of 50 points. Okay, so yeah, these are the things that you guys need to be aware of. All right, so we now only have less than 1 minute